Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Maths Insights. In this video, I am going to discuss some important problems which are very helpful in recollecting the trigonometric values for specific angles. I made a separate video on how to remember those values very easily. When you apply any concept which was learned in the previous chapters in problems, then it will be in your mind for a long time. Hence, after making how to remember those values very easily, I am solving some problems based on those concepts. So, are you ready? If you see the first problem, in triangle ABC, right angle is at B, AB is equals to 5 centimeters and angle CAB is equals to 30 degrees. Then you have to determine the lengths of sides BC and AC. Before going to solve these problems, you have to discuss some basic points. See, all these trigonometric ratios are defined in a right angle triangle. See, if you take this right angle triangle, let it be A, B, C. See here, this is 90 degrees, everyone knows that, and this is one, let it be theta, and this is another one, that is 90 minus theta. In this, if you want to define any trigonometric ratio, there will be three variables. Suppose I am taking sine theta. Sine theta is equals to side opposite to theta, that is BC, by hypotenuse AC. In this, you have three variables, means three unknowns. The first one is theta, second one is side BC, third one is side AC. In these three unknowns, if you know any of the two, either angle side or side, whatever it may be, then you can find the third variable. Otherwise, you cannot find. So, coming to our problem, they have given that in triangle, this is, let it be A, B, C, this is triangle ABC, and this is 90 degrees. Why? Because all trigonometric ratios are defined in a right angle triangle only, and they said that this is CAB is equals to 30. Okay, this is 30 degrees. Then automatically this will become 60 degrees. Why? Because sum of three angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Therefore, if it is 90 degrees, 90 plus 30, 90 plus 30, 120, 120 plus 60 will become 180. Now, the length of this side AB is equals to, they have given this as 5 centimeters. Now, they are asking you to find the length of side BC and AC. In this case, you have to remember the trigonometric ratio which involves this angle and the adjacent side to that angle and either opposite side or hypotenuse. I am taking tan theta. So in triangle I am writing, in triangle ABC, angle B is equals to 90. They have given that. You may take trigonometric ratios for 30 degrees or 60 degrees, whatever it may be. It is convenient to take 60 degrees. So if I take 60 degrees, then I have to take a trigonometric ratio which involves the side adjacent to 60 and opposite. So you know the trigonometric ratio tan theta, that means tan 60. Tan 60 is equals to side opposite to 60, that means AB. This is known side and unknown side, that is adjacent side. Therefore, you know tan 60 is root 3 from the table. That's why I am solving these problems. If you know the table very well, you can apply, you can write the value of tan 60 easily. AB is 5 centimeters they have given, but BC we don't know. So I will write as it is. On cross multiplication, BC into root 3 is equals to 5. Therefore, the length of BC is equals to 5 by root 3. Since 5 is centimeters, BC will also in centimeters. And next one, if you come to the next one, that is the length of side AC. This is nothing but hypotenuse. If you know this 5 by root 3, you may find this by using Pythagoras theorem also. But our problems are related to trigonometric ratios. So we will use another trigonometric ratio which involves this hypotenuse and either of this opposite side or adjacent side. Now I am taking sine 60. Why? Because if you remember the definition of sine theta, it is side opposite to theta by hypotenuse. Now in this case, side opposite to 60 is AB, AB by AC. Sine 60, all of you know sine 60 from the table, that is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 is equals to AB is 5 and AC you have to calculate. Therefore, if you cross multiply, root 3 into AC is equals to 5 2s are 10. Therefore, AC value will become 10 by root 3 centimeters. So, you calculated two lengths by using the given data. Okay. Now, you will go to the second problem. See, this is very important problem. This involves three concepts. A chord of a circle of a radius 6 centimeters is making an angle of 60 degrees at the center. Find the length of the chord. See, I am taking this circle here. So, this is the circle. Okay. They are saying a chord. All of you know what is meant by a chord. Okay. If this is a chord, let it be A and B. Now they are saying that this chord is making 60 degrees. 60 degrees at the center means this is 60 degrees. Okay. Now it's clear. Then find the length of the chord. You have to find the length of this AB. Let the center be O. I am drawing a perpendicular here. Then this will bisect the angle as well as the chord. So this is 90 degrees and this is 60 degrees. This the total angle is 60 degrees. Therefore, this will become 30 and this is also 30 degrees. So our aim is to find the length of AB. Let this perpendicular will bisect the chord at D. Then you have two right angle triangles. One is ODA and ODB. By taking either of these, you may find the half of length of the chord. So in triangle ODB, angle D is equals to 90. If you go through the properties of this chord, you will come to know that. And angle DOB is equals to 30 degrees. Why? Because total is 60 degrees. It is bisecting means it will become 30 degrees only. Now I will apply a trigonometric ratio which involves, see, they have given the radius is 6 means this will become 6 centimeters here, 6 centimeters. So we have to take a trigonometric ratio which involves hypotenuse as well as side opposite to 30. So if you remember, that is nothing but sine theta. Therefore I am taking sine 30 degrees is equals to side opposite to 30 means dB by hypotenuse is OB. You know sine 30 degrees is 1 by 2 from the table. Next dB you have to find the dB, add OB is 6. So on cross multiplication, dB, see, this is dB into 2 is equals to 6. Therefore dB is equals to 6 by 2, which will become equals to 3. Therefore dB length will become 3 centimeters. but this 3 centimeters is half of the length of the chord. Therefore, chord AB is equals to, AB is nothing but sum of AD plus DB. You know, if it is 3, automatically this AD will become 3. Therefore, AB is equals to 3 plus, okay, 3 plus 3, that is equals to 6. AB is nothing but length of the chord. Why? Because you have to write AD is equals to DB. Then this will become over. It's very simple, but the concept involved other than ratio is chord and bisection of angle and chord. So if you know this, it will become very useful. Going to the third problem. In triangle PQR, right angle is at Q and PQ is equals to 3 centimeters and PR is equals to 6 centimeters. Determine angle QPR, means angle at P, and angle PRQ. Okay, what they have given is, see, they have given you, I am writing the triangle here, that is P, this is P Q R. PQ length is given as 3 centimeters and PR length is given as 6 centimeters. Now they are asking to find angle QPR. QPR means this and this. Okay, this is 90, they are clearly saying. Okay, if you let it as theta, then it will become minus 90 minus theta, it will become 90 minus theta. Therefore, I am writing in triangle PQR, angle Q is clearly given 90 degrees. Why? Because trigonometric ratios are defined in right angle triangle only. Okay, and they have given two sides, means you have to take a trigonometric ratio which involves the side adjacent to theta and hypotenuse. Adjacent to theta and hypotenuse, if you remember the trigonometric ratio, that is nothing but cos theta. Therefore, cos theta is equals to side adjacent, that is PQ, by side opposite to theta. No, sorry, hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is PR. Therefore, PQ length is given. PQ length as 3 centimeters and this PR is 6 centimeters. Therefore, cos theta is equals to 3 by 6 means 3 ones are 3 twos are. So 1 by 2. If you remember the trigonometric table once, 1 by 2 comes in cos theta at cos 60. Okay, cos 60 is equals to 1 by 2. Therefore, if you cancel cos on both sides, theta will become 60 degrees. Okay, so what is the theta? Here theta is equals to 90. Therefore, this theta is nothing but angle QPR. QPR is equals to 60 degrees. Now it is very easy to find this PRQ. Why? Because angle PRQ is equals to 90 minus theta. You calculated theta already, that is 90 minus 60, that is equals to 30 degrees. So this is very easy to find. Otherwise, you may apply any trigonometric ratio by taking the one known side and one unknown side. You know this side and this side, and you don't know this side. So you have to take a trigonometric ratio which involves the side which is adjacent to 90 minus theta. See, if you see that sine 90 minus theta is equals to, this will become somewhat difficult, but you will get the answer as in this case. Those two will become same. If sine, this is fourth problem actually. If sine a minus b is equals to 1 by 2, cos a minus b is equals to 1 by 2, and they are saying that this a plus b angle is between 0 and 90, but including 90 but not 0, and clearly saying that a is greater than b, find angles a and b. See, if you take this one, given that this is a very important problem, sin a minus b is equals to 1 by 2. You have to remember where you will get 1 by 2, means for which angle of sine you will get 1 by 2. It is very clear, sin 30. For sin 30 you will get 1 by 2. So if you cancel sine on both sides, therefore a minus b will become 30 degrees. Okay, you know the difference of a and b, and they have clearly given that a is greater than b. Let it be 1. And they have given another equation, that is cos a minus b is equals to 1 by 2. You have to remember for which angle of cos theta you will get 1 by 2. That is very clear from the table, that is for 60 degrees you will get 1 by 2. Therefore on both sides if you cancel, see this is actually plus, in the problem also this is plus. Okay, cos a plus b is equals to cos 60, therefore a plus b is equals to 60 degrees. So you got a second equation. If you add or subtract equation 1 and 2, you will get first either a or b depending on your operation. Now from 1 and 2 I am writing, from 1 and 2 add 1 plus 2 I am adding, therefore a minus b plus a plus b. On left hand side I am adding, and this will become 30 degrees plus 60 degrees. If you cancel minus b plus b, 2a is equals to 90 degrees. Therefore a will become 90 by 2, which is equals to 45 degrees. Therefore a is equals to 45 degrees. Now they are saying that a is greater than b and the sum of a and b is 60 degrees. If you substitute a value in either of equations, you will get b value. Now I am taking equation 1. Okay, substituting a is equals to 45 degrees in equation number 1. Therefore first write equation number 1, a minus b is equals to 30 degrees. See, a value is already 45, minus b is equals to 30 degrees. When you take this 30 degrees this side, that will become 45 minus 30 is equals to b. Therefore b is equals to 15 degrees. They are clearly given that a is greater than b. Therefore a value 45 is greater than 50. So that is also satisfied. The next problem, it is very important. Evaluate the following. They have given 4 problems. First one is sin 45 degrees plus cos 45 degrees. Second one is cos 45 degrees by secant 30 plus cosecant 60. Third one is 2 tan square 45 plus cos square 30 minus sin square 60. I am taking the first one. This is very important and easy also. Sin 45 degrees, okay, plus cos 45. These problems are useful to recollect the values of trigonometric ratios for specific angles. Why? Because if you don't know those values, you cannot go further. My dear students, please go through the table again and again. Then it will become very easy to you to solve the problems. So you have to immediately say what is the value of sin 45. This is actually 0. If you remember that 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. So for the angles 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. These are the specific angles you have taken. These are the basic angles also. Sin 45, it's very clear from the table, that is 1 by root 2 plus cos 45. Cos 45 again 1 by root 2. Sin 45 is equals to cos 45. See, if you take this one, 2 by root 2. 2 by root 2 is equals to, you can write 2 as root 2 into root 2. Why? Because root 2 into root 2 whole square will become 2 again, root 2. So 2 to cancel, this will become root 2. See, if they have given you like this problem also, sine square 45 degrees plus cos square 45 degrees. If they have given, you have to do square 1 by root 2 whole square plus again 1 by root 2 whole square. So if you apply this square to numerator denominator, 1 square is again 1, therefore I am writing 1, this is 2 plus 1 by 2 again, that is 1 by 2 plus 1 by half is equals to 1. You know this is an identity. You have to remember sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So for every angle this identity is satisfied. Coming to second problem, that is, what is that? That is B. See, cos square 45. If you see this one, cos square cos 45, just you come across, that is cos 45 is 1 by root 2, okay, by secant 30. Secant 30, it is somewhat difficult to remember this, but it is very easy if you remember the value of 30 degrees for its reciprocal. If you see, cos is the reciprocal, so cos 30 is equals to 1 by secant 30. Therefore secant 30 will become, if you observe, see, cos 30 degrees is equals to 1 by secant 30. It is very easy to remember cos values and sin values, so somewhat confusion for secant, cosecant, tan and cot. So if you subject this secant 30 degrees is equals to 1 by cos 30. If you observe from the table, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, it will become 2 by root 3, okay, 2 by root 3. I am writing it 2 by root 3 plus cosecant 60. Again somewhat confusion. Cosecant 60 is equals to 1 by sin 60. So sin 60 is equals to, if you write here, I will write here. So sin 60 degrees is equals to 1 by cosecant 60. See, this is cosecant 60. Therefore, if you want cosecant 60, that is 1 by sin 60. Somewhat it is easy to remember sin 60. If you see sin 60 will become root 3 by 2. Therefore, it will become 2 by root 3. Therefore, this is also 2 by root 3. So, 1 by root 2 into, see, if you take LCM for this, root 3 will become 4 by root 3. So, root 3 by 4, that is equals to root 3 by 4 into root 2. This is the answer. So all these problems involves collecting the trigonometric ratios of specific angle. Coming to the third problem, it is also a very easy one, okay. This is B over A is over, next coming to C, 2 into tan square 45. If you remember tan 45 degrees, that is 1, therefore 2 into 1 square plus cos square 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos square 30 is root 3 by 2 whole square, okay, minus sin square 60. Sin square 60 and cos square 30 both are same, okay, root 3 by 2 whole square. It's very easy to cancel this. Why? Because both are equal and bearing opposite sign, therefore you will have 2 into 1 square is 1, so 2 is the answer. Evaluate, same problem, but it involves one conclusion. Evaluate sin 60 degrees cos 30 degrees plus sin 30 degrees cos 60 degrees. Then they are saying what is the value of sin 60 plus 30, and they will ask you what is your conclusion also. I am evaluating sin 60 into cos 30 plus sin 30 into cos 60. So again it involves remembering the trigonometric values of specific angles. Sin 60 cos 30 both are equal. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2 into cos 30 is also root 3 by 2 plus sin 30 is 1 by 2 and cos 60 is also 1 by 2. That is equals to root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2 root 3 by 2 whole square. Again 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 2 whole square. If you see, this will become 3 only. Why? Because square and square root will get cancelled. By this is 4, 2 square, plus again 1 by 4. That is, LCM is 4. Therefore 3 plus 1 will become 4. If you cancel these two, that will become 1. Okay, this value is 1. Now again they ask, what is value of sine 60 plus 30? 60 degrees and 30 degrees is 90. Sine 90. Therefore sine 90 is 1 if you observe from the table. Therefore what they are saying, see, if it is assumed as A and B, and this will become again B and A. So if A is equals to 60 and B is equals to 30, then it will become, see, what is A? This is A plus B. This value and this value are equal to 1. Therefore I will conclude that sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B is equals to sin A plus B. This is very important formula. You have to remember forever to solve the problems in trigonometry. Okay, you will go to the next problem. See, next problem says that, is it right to say cos 60 plus 30 is equals to cos 60 into cos 30 sin 60 into sin 30. First you will evaluate cos 60 plus 30. That is nothing but cos 90. Cos 90, if you remember from the table, that is 0. Okay, taking on the other side, cos 60 into cos 30 minus sin 60 into sin 30. Right? If you remember from the table, cos 60 and sin 30 both are same. Okay, sin 30 value is 1 by 2, therefore cos 60 is 1 by 2 into cos 30 sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2 minus again sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and sin 30 is 1 by 2. If you observe, both are same but minus is there, therefore cancel, that is equals to 0. So if you observe, you are getting the same answers. So if A is equals to 60 and B is equals to 30, you will observe that these two are equal. Therefore we will conclude that cos A plus B is equals to cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. This is another formula which is very important to remember. Okay, you will go to the next one. See, for which value of acute angle cos theta by 1 minus sin theta plus cos theta by 1 plus sin theta is equals to 4. This is very important problem. I am solving this equation. See, LCM will become 1 minus sin theta. Why? Because these are two different factors. 1 plus sin theta is the LCM. If you do LCM, you have to divide the LCM with 1 minus sin theta. Then you will get 1 plus sin theta as your quotient. So 1 plus sin theta. Similarly, cos theta into, you have to divide the LCM with 1 plus sin theta. You will get 1 minus sin theta. 1 minus sin theta. Okay, right, let it be, you will solve this one. So cos theta into 1 will become cos theta plus cos theta into sin theta into cos theta, or cos theta into sin theta, plus cos theta into 1 cos theta minus cos theta into sin theta. Okay, by, if you observe the denominator, a minus b into a plus b, which will become a square. 1 square is 1 again, that is sine square theta. Okay, see, plus sine theta into cos theta minus sine theta into cos theta, that will become 2 cos theta by, see, this will also become 1 minus sine square theta. If you remember the identity, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. From that you will get cos square theta is equals to cos square theta is equals to 1 minus sine square theta. From here you have to let, see, this identity, what they are saying, this identity is equals to, let it be 4. They are asking, they are saying 4. Then you have to find this value of theta. Then I will solve this one. You may write 4 here also, here also. Okay, see, you can cancel cos theta and cos theta here, but in trigonometry you should not cancel that. You will lose one solution, so don't try to cancel it, but you can cancel these numbers. 2 ones are 2 twos are. Therefore cos theta is equals to 2 into cos square theta. Okay, that implies 2. If you take this one, 2 cos square theta minus cos theta is equals to 0. Very important and very simple also, if you will think it logically. In this case I will take cos theta as common, therefore I will get cos theta minus 1 is equals to 0. Here two factors. See, if you have cancelled this cos theta, you will not get this cos theta is equals to 0. You will get two solutions. Here cos theta is equals to 0 and 2 cos theta minus 1 is equals to 0. See, cos theta will become 0 for cos 90. Okay, and also here cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. Here 1 by 2 you will get for cos 60. Okay, so cos theta is equals to cos 60. Therefore in this case you will get theta as 90 degrees. If you cancel cos on both sides, here theta is equals to 60 degrees. Which one is correct answer? If you see, if theta is equals to 90 in this case, sin theta will become 1. Sin 90 is 1. Therefore this will become 1 minus 1, which is 0. Division with 0 is undefined. Therefore you should not take this theta is equals to 90. You have to take theta is equals to 60. Therefore for theta, see, they are saying clearly acute angle. For theta is equals to 60, acute means between 0 and 90. So 60 is 0 between 0 and 90. Therefore this equation is satisfied for theta is equals to 60. So our answer is 60 degrees. So these are the very important problems which will be very helpful to recollect the values of trigonometric ratios for specific angles. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe, share and like. If you encourage me, I will do more and more videos which will be helpful to the students. Thank you very much. We will meet in the next video.